Hello everyone, welcome back to Transport Fever. I hope you're having a wonderful day, and today we are back in our glorious new empire. I saw that video that was posted on Friday, I believe it was, got a lot of good reviews. So, what I'm going to do to kick off this episode is simply go ahead and get this track right here that we are currently riding on. This is the A3/5 that we got in the previous episode. But right now, I'm just letting it cruise along. And quickly before I continue, I just want to, yeah. Yeah, we are recording. So, what is the plan? So the plan in today's episode is to, one, expand the current train line. So that way we're able to run multiple trains on the line. That is something that I definitely want to get done sooner rather than later. We have about 900k, close to 1,000, close to 1 million, I should say, in the bank right now. And one thing I forgot to turn off is the cost thing, because that cuts the frame rate down by like at least 10 frames. Now we already had the double track section coming up to here, so I'm gonna let this train run on out. So you guys will also notice that this video is actually being posted a week or a day late. The reasoning for that is I tried recording it yesterday, and frankly I wasn't satisfied with the amount of time that I gave it to record. So it felt kind of rushed in my opinion. So plus also I had other plans to do. Of course, since you guys know I'm going into the Marines, if you guys have watched my update video, I am going into the Marines, and if you guys want to find out more information, just watch the June update video. I talk about it all the time in there. Okay, so we are expanding this line by a substantial amount. Okay, where do we want to stop this? About right there. Okay. So I know that in the last episode I was being quite a bit quiet. I'm not sure why, but the recording came out so that way my voice, you could barely hear it. Okay, so I know that I got a lot of views on that episode, of course, since the first episode, and yeah. Although I will be satisfied to let you guys know that I am planning on starting a new series soon. I'm just not sure when it's going to be starting. It could be starting next week, it could be starting next month, or in fact it could never start. So, we have finally connected the line. Good. And that is glorious in my opinion. Now, the lines that I want to check out are the fuel lines. So the only tram line that is currently making a profit is tram line 3, which I kind of expected because that's the longest tram line, and it goes through the perimeter of the town. And then crude oil and the Southgate fuel line is making a profit. Okay. So I'm thinking that I want to switch a couple of these on over to a different line. But I want to check here first how many passengers, how many we got. So we got about 8 waiting for the Rugby fuel. Not too bad, not too bad. I believe you're with the Southgate fuel, yeah. You're not going to have any to pick up, dude, sorry. So I'm not sure what I can do here. The best thing I can possibly do, let me see. You two don't got any fuel on you, so that's, I guess, okay. So no fuel is being produced for Southgate right now. And of course no fuel comes on out. So I'm gonna send you over to the crude oil line. I'm gonna send you over to the crude oil line, and then I think I'll leave these two on the Southgate fuel, mostly for the fact that I don't really mind them working on the Southgate fuel, but I would preferably want to make some sort of profit. Now, as of this point, we are unable to create another train, but hold your horses. We have 10 million in loan. We can take a further loan. I'm gonna pause the game here. One thing I want to try and figure out: how much is this train worth? 4.56 million. So I was right about taking out about 5 million. Ugh, frame rate. Okay, kind of like that. And that, I believe, is so far good. Wait. Okay. I want this to have a maximum coming out of yeah. So signal there. I would put a signal right here, but that's going to be blocking the railroad crossing, so I'm going to just put it right before. Okay, signals right for the bridge, and signal right after the bridge. I want a signal before the meet up with the depot, and a signal not too far after, and a signal right over here next to the spend. Okay, and right over here right before this next bend, and I think I want a signal there and a signal right there. Okay, how does that work? I think that works pretty well, or will work pretty well, I should say. Okay. Yep, it's running along both sides of the track, just like I want it. And I am going to go ahead and have the time now. Good. So we want another A3/5, and then we want another 4 axle cars, or 4 3-axle cars. Okay. And that basically took almost all of our money that we had spent. So let's let these trains go about their own business. Now, the reason that I'm sticking at a 1 speed is that when you're playing the game, it can go by very quickly. If you let it go by too fast, then you're likely going to have some problems later on down the line. So that's one thing that I try to avoid a lot. There goes our train, or our second train, and then our first train is like right there cruising along at almost 100 kilometers per hour. I'm not sure what 100 kilometers is inside of miles, though. I think it's somewhere around 60 miles per hour. I want to actually double check that first before I go with that. Google is my friend, and so is anyone else that comes. Okay. 100 kilometers is 62 miles, so I was right on that. I said somewhere about 60, so yeah. Jesus criminy. Sorry about that, guys, but apparently my grandma and my mom are in the living room, which I'm inside the bedroom, which isn't too far away from the living room, and they're watching the Giants game. Now, if you're a big Giants fan, I commend you, because I love the Giants just as much as any other fan. But one thing that my grandma and my mom do more often than not is scream and shout whenever a good play is made. They don't need to do that, but I can see why. Now let me see here. You got 11 on, you don't have any on you. You have 3 on you. Are they going to be getting off at Green Lane? That's what I want to find out. All of them are, okay. And my guess is that only 2. One is going off in the other direction. Okay. Which one of you are gonna... neither one of you are gonna go to the train. Lovely. But we still got a passenger waiting. Now, I may have to lower the amount of cars on each one of these trains, just because I know for a fact that we actually have you hold here for a minute until this train gets out of the area, or at least until it gets to Rugby. Because I think I'm gonna have it upgrade to have the same vehicle, but to have less cars. So it's not really an upgrade, it's more of a downgrade. So there's that. Because of course we are running low on money, and we want to make sure that it's running as efficiently as possible. Let's see, 780K per year. Ugh. Let me actually check the finances real quick. Finances, so construction, we don't want to worry about that. New vehicles, 9.5. No, we don't need to worry about that. Running costs, that's what I want to worry about. Running costs last year was around about 170, but that was before we introduced trains. Okay. For this year, so far the running cost has been around 600K. Ugh. Okay. That's not too bad, but at least it's at the same time, I don't like that number. I would preferably want to have it lower, so. So, how many passengers do you have waiting here? 11 passengers. Okay. I think I might want to get a short little bus route going along in here. One that kind of like shuttles passengers to the train station. Because I know there's a demand for the train. So yeah. And I know that's very inefficient for having the train come in through a cross track, but that's just how I am. I usually will have a cross track here in either direction. Okay. Now let me take a look at the line real quick. Okay, let me go to replacements. Stick with the A35. Go with 2 of these, I guess. Yeah. Replace now. Gain 1.98. I like that. And what I'm immediately going to do with that 2 million that I now have sitting in my bank, pay off $1.5 million to the bank. That way we have a little under 1 million. Okay, so where do we want to take this line to? Preferably, I would want to take this line to the next town up ahead. But taking a look at the towns, the closest town we can go to is Hartlepool. That's a weird name to have, but oh well, I'm not going to criticize. We can go to Hartlepool, but that means we would have to like come and do a U-turn, but I don't really want to do that. We can go to Ferndown, and then go to Darlydale. But yeah, I think that's how we're gonna make things run. Does that sound good? In my opinion, it does, so. And then more likely I'll have like a little spur line that goes to Silsden, then to Saffron Walden. I think that's how you pronounce it. Saffron Walden. Okay. But yeah, I think we'll have it go to Darlydale, and then head up to Alston, then to Tooting and Elling. I then think Dorchester. I think that's how you pronounce it. Then going through the tunnel into Amersham. Okay, again, sorry if I'm mispronouncing these names. Or after Dorchester, I could have it just come back to Rugby. And then have another line that goes from Amersham to Thornbury to Waters to Hartlepool, and then go to Saffron. Okay, I think I know what I'm actually gonna do. Okay, that'll actually work pretty damn well. So, my idea that I'm gonna be having is that, of course, it's gonna be a circular line, meaning that it's gonna go in a circle. And this is the furthest I can go out, but oh well. We won't be going to Presale or Presal, however you pronounce that. If you try to criticize me, I understand it. Just don't do it in a mean way. Okay. Now, I'm not sure what I should end service on. I think I should end service on both the tram lines, tram line 1 and 2. But as you can see, we're making 15K in a loss. And then our trains have also upgraded to what was told for them to upgrade to. So that's good. We are making a total between the two tram lines, we are making 30K. That's not too bad, but I would like that to be higher. Much higher. Now, let me check here. No fuel. No fuel. You're coming into town, so... yeah. So, I'm thinking that I'm gonna scrap tramline 1 and 2. Yeah. I think that's a good idea. That, or what I could do. Ooh, that would actually be pretty good. I'm not sure how well that would work. I know that I'm not explaining anything, but still, I'm working it out in my head before I do anything. What I'm thinking is do kind of like a figure 8 style line. Or something similar to, I guess. that work? Because that would be a very long line. So, if you don't know what I'm talking about as figure 8 style, it's meaning that you come along here, you go up here, and instead of turning right down there, you go down left. And then you would turn left onto here, but I don't want it to be sharing the same stop over here, or sharing stops at all. So it would continue on, and then loop back around, come down this way, loop back around, and then continue straight on. I think that's good. And that could replace all 3 of the tram lines. Ooh, okay. Let me actually try this out. See how well it would work. So like, let's say we're going from this tram stop over to this stop, then over to here, and over to here, then over to here, 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 and then here. Oh, and before it goes to Park Road, I wanted to go by that waypoint. I think that seems pretty good. I'm not sure. Honestly, I think that would be a lot more efficient than what we currently have. But would that work really well? Is what I'm trying to get to. I would say it would. I don't know, I'm gonna let you guys decide in the comment section. Should we try to go with a line like this? Or should we just scrap it entirely and get rid of the inner 2 routes and only have the 3rd tram line? Because I think that this would be more efficient for the tram line in most ways. But, yeah. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. And I noticed that a lot of people don't really like to post in the comment section that are at least subscribed to me. But please go ahead and leave a comment. I highly encourage it. But yeah, if that seems like a good idea to you guys, please let me know in the comment section. So, right now it's just a waiting game about what we can actually do. But let's see what's around for us to meddle around with. Okay, we do have some stone over here. Got some crude oil over here. I got a lumber mill over here. And we got a sawmill over here. But I don't think we have a tools factory anywhere nearby. That's easy for us to get to. Like, that's a goods factory, but that requires planks and plastic or planks and steel. That's another goods factory. That's the tools. That's a iron mill. And if it looks like I'm forgetting, okay, there's the machines factory, but that's way too far away. I wouldn't want to go that far. Is that really the only machines factory? No, we have one over here in Saffron. We have one over here. We got one over here. But all of them are very far away from this one lumber mill or sawmill. So, not sure what I want to do with that. What I could do, I could take the lumber, the logs from here, from the Southgate Forest, over to the Waters Sawmill. That's going to be quite a trek. I'll more likely have a road that goes through the mountains, and then have it go into the machines factory. I think that would be pretty good. And then most likely I would ship it into Waters. Maybe. I'm not too sure. But yeah. Let's see, we were recording for about 25 minutes now, so what else could we do? We could try to do a food line or food production line, but where is a food process? Well, we have a quarry here with a construction materials plant over here. That's pretty good. We have food production facility over here. That's actually not a bad place. But do we have any on this side? We have one over here next to Dorchester. And we got one down here, part of the Amersham, but apparently it's not connected to Amersham. Got two farms over here next to Waters and Thornbury. Sorry if I'm kind of like humming and hawing here, guys, but I want to make sure that I'm making good transport lines, not like ones that are going to be like the least profitable. And from what I can tell, I think, yeah, we need some more transport, more cargo capacity. Because, yeah, I'm going to get like a few more road vehicles on that line. Not that one, that one. How many do we want? Well, how many is currently on there? Got about 6 on the crude oil line as of the moment. So let's get 6 more. Okay, set you all on the crude oil, and then there they go. How many passengers are you carrying? 14, so you're carrying a half load. I would preferably want you to carry more. You have 8 sitting right here. Okay. Got 6 waiting over here. Got 16 on. Seems like the AI is doing a good job of expanding the town. Okay. Damn. What to do, what to do. How much fuel is waiting right here? 4 for Southgate and 9 for Rugby. Okay, that's not too bad. You're on the Rugby fuel. No, that's Southgate West. So yeah, they're all going to the right place, or should all be going to the right place. You Okay. Okay. They're all going to Rugby North, so. Oh, we have a train passing by. No wonder they're stopped. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and speed it up a touch. We can't upgrade the railroad crossing, but I'm not worried about that. Got 10 waiting right there. Okay. How many do we got waiting over in Southgate? Got 8. The train's about to come on in. I want to see this train come on in and pick up its passengers. And here it comes. Southgate Station. Okay, 59K, and that's not too bad. Preferably would want you to make more money. Not less. But you do have 19 out of 28 on you. So, usually what I would wait for is that if both trains that are on the line have full capacity, what I will either do is put one more train with the same amount of coaches on and the same train on the line, or I would upgrade the 2 trains to have one more coach on. Okay, so usually I would upgrade the trains, but depending on frequency, I would rather want to add another train. That's going to cost me about like another, what, 3 million? So there's that, but do I want to pay for that? And it seemed like a few people are keen on using the train. But I preferably would want more people. How many people does Southgate think we're using? 39% of the population is using our routes, okay? So, yeah, line usage is 39%. It's not too bad. But, let me see here. I think I know what I can do. Send trams on tramline 1 to be depot and be sold. Send on trams on tramline 2 to be depot and be sold. And then how many of these trams are actually making a profit? You're making a little bit of a profit. You're making a little bit of a profit. And you're making a little bit of a profit. Yeah, that's not too bad. But I'm gonna send you guys all to the depot in just a sec. Okay, get rid of tram lines 1 and tram line 2. So I'm going to rename this route to Southgate Tram Ring Road. No, not tram. Okay. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to get all you guys to go on the Southgate Tram Ring Road. Okay, go on the Southgate Tram Ring Road, and then you go on the Southgate Tram Ring Road. Okay. Okay. That seems perfectly good to me. But how many, what is our frequency on that line? 123 seconds. That's not too bad. But, I think I'll put one more tram on that line. Which way are you gonna start? You're gonna go that way. Okay. Now, hopefully, people will choose to use that line, which they are. Over here, we have 6 waiting going via London Road, and 7 going via Green Lane, which this is Green Lane, so we most likely have few people that are going to the train station. Awesome, that works perfectly in my opinion. And let's see. I'm thinking that I want to have an express line. Or a bus express line, my bad. But I'm not sure where I would want to have it go to. The trains have already passed one another. How many are you packing? 19. And you're packing 21. Good, good, good. That's what I like to see. Got 10 waiting over there. And, ooh, okay, I got 11 waiting over here. Okay, that's not too bad. I'm thinking that I want to bring construction materials into Southgate. Maybe. But yeah. Where are we on time? Okay. Well, I think I'm gonna leave it there, you guys. I hope you had a wonderful time watching today. I know today was kind of a bit unusual and that I didn't make any progress too much. But at least, just to recap, we got the tram lines fully functional with just one tram line instead. And then we got multiple trains coming in, sharing a dual trackway. So that's one thing that I like to see. How many is here? 14, and I believe that we'll get 15 in a moment. Okay. Okay, unload all your passengers and pick up everyone. 14 passengers, no more than that. Okay, no problem. And I think that'll be the end of the episode, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this one, please do consider giving it a like rating. If you want to share the video, comment if you want to give a comment, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Anyway, guys, I'll see you guys in the next one, and bye bye.